Welcome to the first episode of the Tatyana Show. I'm your host, Tatyana, and before we kick things off, I want to give a special shout out to my pastor, Pastor Jeffrey Daniels. Today is his 47th birthday. So happy birthday, Pastor, and I pray you have many, many more blessed years along the way. But stay tuned because you're watching the Tatyana Show. Don't forget to tune in to the Tatyana Show.
Major Alcohol Awareness Week, which takes place.
Welcome back to the Tatyana Show. I'm your host, Tatyana. And before we get too deep into the news, I want to give a moment of sadness for the Mississippi State Bulldogs and upsetting defeat against Alabama. We played a good game, but football is unpredicted. All sports are. But Health State, holding it down. And now we are ranked number 5th in the Western Division. So hopefully we can come up to number 1. But in other news in football, Texas A&M is suing the Indianapolis Colts for the use of the 12th man trademark. They say that they titled that trademark in the early 2000s and that Texas and the Indianapolis Colts have no use to use it. But I know another professional football team, the Washington Seahawks, also use that term. But they paid Texas A&M $5,000 per year to use it. So whether Texas and the Colts figure out some type of plan on using the term or the Colts give it up, we don't know it just as yet. But they are suing them as of now for the use of the term 12th man. And if you know anything about football, the 12th man means the audience because there are 11 players on the team, and the audience is such support and such, success on the team that they are called the 12th man. So that's where it comes from. And how they figured that out, I don't know. I'm not much into sports, but I do know that. So moving along with lawsuits, Steve Harvey is being sued by a Nashville jet company. They say that he asked to rent a jet and he wanted certain things to be changed. And he wanted the carpet, like this certain type of custom carpet. He wanted 14 seats instead of 16. He asked to get the cabinets lower and, just a whole lot of other lavish things going along. But what came with the lawsuit was that when Steve Harvey didn't even use the jet, he had them do all these changes to only back out and not even use the jet company. And that he paid for half of the amount of the jet, which was $250K, but they say that he still owes the other $250K for a contract deal that they had. Now whether Steve is going to try to fight the case or just pay them the money, I don't know just as yet, but just know Steve, they saying you better have their money. So, but moving along with lawsuits, I know everyone's getting sued nowadays. So Safari is suing Nicki Minaj for the help of writing some of her songs and albums. Albums like Pink Friday, The Pink Print, and Roman Reloaded. And also he's suing for the songs to helping to write for the hit song Only featuring Lil Wayne and Drake, and Flawless and Feeling Myself. He said that he has full proof and witnesses to say that he helped. He has footage of him helping her in the studio writing these songs, and he's ready to take it to court because he feels that he is rightfully entitled to this money because he helped write these hit songs. Now, he didn't state how much he is suing her for as of now, but we do know that he is taking it to court and he wants his money just as well. Rihanna shouldn't have made that song because now everybody just want their money. But also, on happy lawsuits, Taylor Swift won her lawsuit against Jesse Braham, the 50-year-old songwriter. He sued her for $42 million for the use of some song lyrics that she used in her song Shake It Off. It was something like players gonna play and haters gonna hate and fakers gonna fake. I'm not much of a Taylor Swift fan, so I can't really get deep into that song, but I do know that he was on a 42 million for those exact lyrics. But according to the courts, that is, he do not own rights to those lyrics, and that is not his property. So he lost the lawsuit in court, and sorry, but you're out of 42 million. But luckily for Taylor Swift, she get to keep her 42 million, you know, and all that other good stuff. But in happy news, also in happy things, Z and Alicia Keys is scheduled to be keynote speakers at Harvard African American Student Union Conference, which is held February 5th through the 7th, which is also African American month, or you could say Black History Month. To me, it should be 365 days of the year, but there's just one month in particular that we get to just talk about African American and just remember our culture and all of how we help this country become what it is. But they are scheduled to speak there, and that they are speaking in a sense of black alliances and, you know, working in business as African American, and, you know, just making connections and just how to like move up in the business world and how to be taken serious as African American, even though the media sometimes portray us to be a bit radical. That's not true all the time. So, you know, let's just say that they are, you know, scheduled to do something very good that will help the black community. So congratulations, Alicia Keys and Jay-Z, on your speaking position at Harvard University. In case you haven't heard the latest news, and Charlie Sheen, he has been officially diagnosed with HIV/AIDS. Yes, he have known 6 months before it's been aired, which was yesterday, but we don't know specifically how long he's been living with the disease. But yes, it's official, he has it, and that he told People magazine, and that he is scheduled to do an interview with the Today Show to talk more about that and talk about how he was afraid to speak and tell people about it for, you know, 6 months, and he finally worked up the courage and he finally got the strength to just, you know, let people in on a personal, you know, situation with himself. Now, whether or not, you know, he's gonna become a better person because of this, we don't know, but I know that he do wants help, you know, support, let's say support in this situation, because he said it's hard hitting and it changed his life. And I pray that everyone pray for Charlie Sheen as he faces this life-changing disease. That's all the information I have on news today. You're watching the Tatyana Show.